Your level is better than OGS. Cool. Okay, well, I'm waiting for your request. I'm gonna go and get some music in the background. How about this one? Yes, time ago. Actually, time ago only. So, it's time ago without EXO. EXO is just for Twitch, because time ago was already taken.
Challenge received.
Challenge received. Okay, where is it? Uh-oh, I'm timing out of this game too with departure. Challenge received. Okay.
Game started.
I'm also cooking curry at the same time, so wait, I need to go mix my curry. Because they said mix like once in an hour or something. I'm making dal curry. It's getting really soft. It's gonna be so yummy. I have an Indian friend, and she invited me to her place because she's moving to another place to the north of Japan. And then I had some curry. Her husband is very good at cooking. So I had some curry at their place. And since then, I'm obsessed with curry and prata. Do you know prata? It's like, it's better than naan, because everybody knows naan, but people don't know about prata. I'll give you the secret of good food. It's like this prata. So super yummy. Okay, let's try to remember what we learned. I have two liberties, right? Which ain't no good, because white has three and if they connect even more. Okay. Alert. Alert. How long have you been playing Kdar? Okay. Hmm. 8 years old? 8 years? What? Oh, wait, what? You've been playing for 8 years, but you're not 8 years old, right? You are old. 8 years, I am old, okay. I do play with 8-year-olds too, 9-year-olds at my school. 3 times my age. Well, well, I just had my birthday this month. Is cutting a good idea? Maybe not. I don't know, you're 12k, so maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe I should just extend my territory and then add some spice to my curry. Looks really good. I got this very good spice from another friend who is from Nepal. We have a very international community here and circle of friends. So I got that other like curry powder, very nice and spicy one. So now I have to simmer for 30 minutes. Oh no, just a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna let it boil a little bit more and then it's all done. So I can eat after the stream. Excited. Is this shape okay? No, it's not. I knew it. I knew it. Something didn't look right. Didn't look right. Uh-oh, okay. I need to connect here. Let's save my side. Welcome to everybody who's here. Ali, Night Turkey, and Kdar is here also, of course. My opponent and Oak. Okay. dal is super soft. And they are delicious. Hmm. 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 Okay, keep blocking, I guess. That's what we learned today. But then I got into trouble here with this shape. Decisions. Should I do like this? Okay, they're trying to disconnect and confuse me. Right, Kdar? Eight years is a lot of time to spend with Go. Hmm. Saving the stone, saving the stone. I made the same shape like on the bottom. Something's wrong. Cut maybe? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess this group is pretty weak now. So they're going for the jugular. It's funny because Kdar or Kadar used to be a communist leader in Hungary, actually. Kadar. So your user reminds me of that. Will this work? Can I disconnect white? Hmm. No, it didn't. Ah, wait, no, it worked. It worked. Ah, okay. I was scared for a second, but it did work. Yay! It worked. Mm. Mm. I never understand this. Is it a monkey jump or whatever it is when people do that? Too high level for me. Why did you do that? How is that gonna help? I don't understand how it works. Okay, so basically you have two eyes now here, I guess. Which is good for you. Not so good for me. Didn't want a throw in. What's a throw in? What's all this jargon? Wait a minute. Next. Let's see. It's a bit cold. I don't know. I cannot decide what to do because today was sunny outside. So our living room faces south. So I was just not using the aircon. Maybe I should start the stove because the winter in Japan has become crazy these days. Especially here in Osaka, we have a very cold wave from North Pole coming. Okay, I will do the stove. Wait a second. Kerosene stove. They still use kerosene stoves in Japan. It's like when my husband showed it to me, I was like, what? Grandma used this. If I put a stone at 013 is a throw-in. 013. Oh, okay. Yeah, and I should have taken away this white earlier. Maybe I should do it now with these two. Before you do something funny. Oh, thank you for the follow. Dagiavan. What's up? Are you Go player too? Hello. Hello, Baloo. Now you have to take away these two. Yes, and then I'm gonna connect because I want to have like these friends helping each other from the top and the side. Here Go player, nice! What's your level? Oh, the stove is giving error message. Maybe I have to put kerosene in it. No! It worked. It worked. There is hope in the world of kerosene stoves. Oh, Jesus, I have so many clothes, you guys. And the blanket. This is when I kind of envy Mikito because he's in the Philippines, right? So it must be hot there. But I do appreciate that we have so many seasons in Japan, at least theoretically. But now we have mostly like two, super hot or super cold. The extremes because of the climate change. So yeah, if you still want to see cherry blossoms before there are no more cherry blossoms because it's too hot, then you should come to Japan this year, I guess. Because it's going down. It's basically like February and then March. March it's like okay. Like it's summer all of a sudden. So I don't really need spring clothes. I'm in Japan, in Osaka. And Mikito from the Philippines was reviewing. Who lives in the Philippines? He's American. And I heard Vietnamese tourism also started really strong right now. So I actually want to really go to Vietnam and the Philippines and all those Southeast Asian countries on a holiday someday. What's going down? Departure's asking. It's really cold in Japan. That's what's going down. Or what are you asking? About the game or about the weather? Yeah, I think you picked a good year to come this year. Because it's just getting so hot. So I'm not sure if Japan will keep having the 4 seasons for a long time. How's your packing? Did you start packing already? You're coming soon. Black is winning. Yes, music to my ears. Yes, tell me more. Tell me more. I have no idea who's winning. I don't think so, because look, like white has the corner here, side. Maybe some points here. Although, wait, I have the side. I can try to go for the middle. If I play my cards well, I might as well have all this. Are you a real girl or an e-girl? What does it mean to be an e-girl? I'm a real person who has an avatar, but sometimes I do in real life streams too, so you can check out my in real life streams also. There you can see me in person when I walk around Japan. So I do some tours in Japan. I did not long ago on the 19th. I went to see an illumination, and there's some nice footage from there. And I also stream on a friend's YouTube channel, a localized channel, so I sometimes have the bot spitting out the link, so you can check that. Okay, okay. They're like, no, I need some center too, and I'm like, no, you don't. Is black winning is more like a question? White is a bit ahead. No! Negative Nancy Octarine. Okay, 4 more followers, guys. 4 more followers, we can have the marathon stream. I already know what I want. I want to watch a movie together with you guys about one guy who's like mental, not mental, like I read this book of a mental athlete, and then he meets this guy who says that he has like special abilities because he has autism, but then it's suspected that he just is also a mental athlete. Yes, marathon stream. We had one at 200 followers. It was fun. I mean, I will just keep streaming. That's the idea for. Because usually I just stream for like 2 hours or three. But then the marathon will be like I just hang out with you guys kind of from morning until afternoon. Japan time. And I want to watch this documentary with you guys about this guy who could do mental math, and he's saying it's because of his autism, but it could be also because he's a mental athlete, which is kind of a topic that is interesting me lately about memory and improving memory and techniques and stuff like that. I tried it at school also. We're doing this memory game with students. So they have to memorize numbers, and then I taught them how to memorize numbers by adding a story to it. So we made a story about the number 050 3891 7 7645 was the number, and then the story was that there's a hole and the hook in a hole. So 0 is a hole and the hook, 5 is like a hook, right? And then 3 is like a bird flying in the sky. And 8 is a snowman, because it was snowing actually these days in Osaka. If you can imagine how crazy the weather is. And 8 was a snowman, and then the snowman, we're learning about kilograms and grams now in math, so I told them we put the snowman on the scale and it's 1 gram. So 9 is like the gram and 1 is the, 1 gram. So 9, 1. It's kind of the other way around, but yeah. And then 7 is like a table. And then the scale with the snowman falls off the table and it becomes a 6, right? The 9 becomes a 6. The grams become a 6. And then there's somebody sitting in a chair and they have a hook in the back of their shirt. Was the story. And actually, like 3 students memorized the story. 3 students could tell me back the number a week later. So now already almost 2 weeks have passed and I still know the number because of the story. It's kind of amazing, isn't it? So you can train your memory, which I find really interesting and exciting. So that might be the next topic I will be geeking out about. And then this documentary I want to watch with you is about that person who could do mental math in the marathon stream. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Now I just need to disconnect White somehow here. I can give you a clue for memory. Okay. What's your clue? Anybody else interested in the memory stuff? Is it just me? I found this Twitch channel that is broadcasting memory championships. It's really geeky, I know. And the book I read was by Joshua Foer. So if you guys are interested, I posted it on the Discord. If you guys join the Discord, I have sometimes stuff I say there. Who joined Discord? Oh, Basicpract. Hello. Oh, thank you guys for greeting him. Departure and Morpheus Law was greeting. So if you join the Discord, sometimes I post more stuff in there. I will post that video I want to watch together in the marathon. Yeah, you have to make ridiculous associations. Yes, that's true. I mean, I think the like measuring a snowman on a scale is pretty ridiculous. So I think we covered that. Some of the kids liked it, but some of the kids are like, what are you talking about? Nelson Dellis. Nelson Dellis. I'm not sure if this name came up. There was one guy, Ed, and then who else was there? Like he was this guy who he won actually the American championship, memory championship, and he was training with some British and European people, and he was saying the Germans are very good at memory stuff and memory championships. And actually, this channel I found on Twitch, it was a guy with a German accent, so probably one of the German people. The Germans, they love the memory. Oh really? Nelson Dellis, multiple times US memory champion. Ooh, Basicpract. You're geeky too? You're geeky? This is a safe space for us here. You can tell us everything about the memory champions. Yeah, actually, now I'm considering to train my memory somehow, but I'm not sure how yet. An Asian doctor that has a whole business for learning anything? Oh, cool. Sounds cool. Also, now I'm trying to get this coupon for you guys and have a giveaway. I'm not sure if I can get it. It's about like taking courses online. How is this gonna turn out, I wonder? Need to work on the top here also and here on this. It's kind of undecided yet. How do I turn off autoplay on YouTube? Because it just keeps playing other songs that I didn't select. It's difficult to get your stream the way you want it. Do you stream too, Kdar? It used to be so easy to turn off the autoplay. It used to be like next to the videos, but now I'm using my new YouTube account where I'm putting the Go stuff and and all of a sudden it's not obvious. Yeah, they always make these things difficult. Like they want you to keep watching Netflix and keep watching YouTube, so they don't want you to turn off the autoplay, right? The system. Yeah, now I have to Google how to turn off autoplay on YouTube. Go to the watch screen of any video. At the top of the video player, tap autoplay. Top of the video. What? What's the watch screen? Whatever. Okay, pause it. No. Oh, is it this? Autoplay's on. Oh no. Okay, okay, gotcha. I found it. I found the button. I'm using OBS now. You stream for yourself? What do you stream? Go? Oh, nice. Okay, I'll check out your stream sometime. Wait, so your Twitch user was DDman? This one, right? Okay, I'll follow you and I'll check your stream. Helps you learn. How do you learn? Like recently, I'm wondering how people learn. Oh, you don't put them online? So how is that a stream if it's not online? Yeah, but it doesn't matter if they're amateur or pro or something. You can keep working on it. I don't like when you do this because I don't know how to react to these monkey business things. Maybe I should protect here. Yeah, Octarine, like somebody teach me what to do. What should I do when monkeys jump around? Not that, okay. What's your tip? Take it back. Undo.
Undo requested.
And
Undo
then
granted.
around here. I don't know, like this? B10? That was the tip. No more tips. Just don't do that. Okay, sure, Basicpract, please do. Let's do today. Let's do reviews. Let's study. Let's become better and better at this. Hopefully. B10. This would allow me to stop? Okay. That's what I was thinking. Maybe B10. Okay, but then after that? After that, what? Here? No.
Undo requested.
A12?
Undo granted.
Is A12 better? Or A9? If they push, cut from behind. If they pull back, block fully and protect cut. Behind being where? A9? If they pull back. So they definitely pushed, right? Pulling back. Oh, towards his stones. Okay. Block fully. Block fully is A9. B9. B9. Not pushing further. B9. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A9 is normal. Yeah, because like white is, are you gonna connect with your babies there, up or go down? And in the meanwhile, Basicpract, how do you want to do the review? Like a voice one or You want to do the just typing and we check it out. Hello, the real Fonzilla. Long time no see. How have you been? Today I'm studying. I'm a serious Go student. I had a review from Mikito, from Baduk Scholars, and then we're gonna have another review from Octarine Flex after this game. Oh wait, no, from Basicpract. No, not from Octarine, from Basicpract, sorry. It's like when the teacher calls on you and you don't know the answer. It's almost midnight. Yeah, you're also 12K. Yeah, okay, yeah. I get that. I wouldn't want to review other people's games either right now. Maybe a few years later. Okay, let's do this one. A9 would have been better than B9. So now it's safe, kind of. I secure my little space here. So now I want to just connect with these peeps here. Level 12, and then at night, yeah, it's not a good combination. We cannot really think clearly at night. Me neither. I'm not like a night owl. That's why I stream at noon. Oops. Okay. I need to... I had 3 liberties. You mean in the A11 and 10 area, or where? When I went to E11. Oh god, now it's just a cluster of black stones here. Jesus. Let's be adventurous. Mm-hmm. Beginners always want to take the Atarit stone. You mean the G19? I think I made it work. Did I? I don't know. Wait. Life. H1 was not the vital point. Where was the vital point? L3? Actually, just being alive is like a success, right? Life finds a way. I think some of the puzzles I did also helped, because otherwise I would freak out and try to push here. I don't know. You guys are saying H1 was not the point. Ah, shimatta. Kdar strong. J1 was a J1, really? Yeah, and actually Kdar says their rank is higher than the OGS.
10, 9.
Yeah, this is done.
10, 9.
Okay, maybe here.
8, 7.
Some unfinished business. Okay, are we good? Should we wrap it up? I feel like we're done pretty much. Okay, I could take this stone now. Oh yeah, too big. um, okay. I don't know. That's it, right? Should we? Yeah. I can pass, I guess.
10, 9.
Or I don't know if Kdar wants to cut or do something funny. Maybe. Maybe yes, maybe no. You're just looking? Okay. Alright, let's
Remove the
pass.
dead stones.
And remove the dead stones. Good game. That was pretty
White
nice.
wins.
It's pretty nice. And the review? How should we do the review? Whoa, 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 whoa. Where are all these red dots? AI review. You left a couple comments? Okay, I will check that out. From the real Vonzilla. And then Basicpract, you want to do a review? Okay, let's do. You didn't let him get 100 points. Victory! Victory! All right. Yeah, so Basicpract, how should I call you? Are you on my Discord? We can go to the lobby. I'm in the lobby right now. Ah, you're here too. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi. All right.
Yeah, so thank you for letting me review this game. We'll start a
Sure.
review right now.
Review started.
Okay, let's check it out. Review started. Where is it? Oh, yes, review. Okay. Let's go.
All right. And, congratulations on living at the end there. That was
Thank you.
a happy end to an otherwise sad result there.
Mhm.
So, before we get too deep in the weeds of a review, is there any like one or two particular topics that you want to make sure we talk about or you have questions about that we can use this review to help with?
The monkey jump related stuff. I'm always confused
Yeah,
when that
happens a
happens. How
couple
to.
times in this game, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. First thing, just before we go back to the beginning of the game, um, if we look at the finished position, oftentimes it can be very helpful to just sort of see how the game ended up,
Mm-hmm.
because that will give you a very big picture idea of what's going on. And so White ended up with a big top left corner, and so it would be worth thinking, was there any point where you could have made that smaller?
Mm-hmm.
Um, just like over here, White ended up with a lot because of the fighting that happened in this corner.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of this, we've got a little black group that's got 6 points hiding out in there and 2 points hiding out in there. So it looks like something about this bottom right went
Mm-hmm.
wrong for black somehow, and White got a very good result there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just something to think about. If we go to, there we go, here. All right, so I think White might still be a little bit ahead here, even if Black didn't get cut off. But these two stones, there we go. Yeah, you're welcome, Kadar. They're not connected to these stones yet.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, a two-space jump is safe if you've got two stones like this. So you've got two stones here. Normally, it's safe to jump two stones from it. But White is sneaking in.
Mm-hmm.
And so this was, Kedar found a very good move to cut these two stones off.
Uh-huh.
And that could have turned all of this into White territory.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we just imagine for 1 second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Well, just look at these 19 stones.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're getting black a lot of or white a lot of territory on the bottom. It's like 1, 2,
Right.
3, 4, 5, 6, 10, probably over 30 points if we just look at that. Then we're going to look at these black 19 stones. So that's
Mhm.
5, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Right? They're getting black 3 points. So somehow white has managed to multiply the value of the stones on the bottom,
Mhm.
whereas black is, using the stones just to live. And so when you think about how white managed to pull, over 50 points ahead, um, that's one place to start looking. Is black's got these small cramped groups and white's got this big open space, even though you did manage to live right in the middle of it. So, take that.
Mhm.
All right,
Mhm.
with that in mind, let's look at first the monkey jumps because they happened. Um, so that was one, and there was another one right here, maybe? Okay. Yeah. If you want to just know the basic way to respond to the monkey jump, this is, I think, the sequence that Kadar was trying to point out in the comments during the game. This is, the normal way that a monkey jump gets solved. You
Mhm.
attach right to the top of the stone, and if white goes this way, where would you play?
S15 or T16? Not sure.
Aha, white's tricked you, because now white can connect back
Mhm.
and has got an even more space. So the reason one works is because if white tries to sneak in more, you disconnect.
Mhm.
And now you just capture the 2 stones, you got more points, and it's excellent.
Mhm.
And so this attaching on top works if white has to come back into connect.
Mhm.
And then you block one more time. And now, similar question, what happens if white refuses to play nice and white cuts you with 4? Where should black play?
Mm, T16?
All right. That works here because you've got the very friendly S17 stone who's
Mhm.
making sure you don't accidentally die, so
Mhm.
that works. But you can be meaner. You can be even meaner
Mm,
because remember the entire goal of the monkey jump was to connect these 2 stones together,
Mhm.
and white got distracted. Right? This move here was not a connecting move, and so
Okay.
is there a way you can stop the stones from connecting now?
Um, T12 or S13? That area somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
T12 is the only move that will do it because it's an
Mhm.
Atari
Mhm.
that cuts through. So white would
Mhm.
have to capture here, and then things can get very, very messy. But where does black play now if this was your game?
Mm.
I'm still going to keep those 2 stones
Mm.
confident.
Okay, then maybe now S13.
All right, S13, Atari, white's got to connect. And now,
R15.
R15, and then white cuts through at S12.
Oops. Okay,
Yeah,
then
that's those
S12 then.
diagonals are what makes things fun. Yep.
Yeah.
And now
Mhm.
it's almost scary. This position is a little bit, every position is a little bit unique, but this one has a lot
Mhm.
of stones nearby. So you have to be a little more careful. But white can't really do anything because white only has 3 liberties. And if white tries
Mhm.
to do something clever like cutting, now it's 2 liberties, and so you just kill.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, and
Okay.
so that's why the normal move is for white to back down,
Uh-huh.
usually with something like T12, and then if you have to, you can connect. Sometimes
Right.
you don't have to connect. Like we said here, because you've got an, S7, what is it, S17, you actually don't have to connect. But things can go wrong in surprising ways, even in enclosed spaces like this sometimes. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anything too crazy here, but it's always worth reading whether you need to connect these second line
Hmm.
spots.
It's
With
really
this in mind,
tricky.
we're going to practice by zooming to the other one.
Mm-hmm.
I was here. All right, black to play.
Wait, I totally forgot everything. Um,
That's okay.
okay, T13?
Uh, B13.
T, because we don't want them to go down.
Oh, 1 second. Let me go through.
Are you at 89?
I am at I thought I moved to move
Mm-hmm.
167, which is surprising. Let me refresh my screen just because yeah, no, my screen thought I was still on 89. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try that again. There we go. Did it move?
Mm, wait, let me refresh. Nope, it's still at 89.
All right.
Oh, now it moved.
All right. Yeah, I think it's something about trying to do the shift clicking throws it off. So we're gonna go a little bit more slowly and see if that
Mm-hmm.
it can catch
The
up.
other side, right?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this one. Here we go.
The other side. Okay, so now I want to stop them from connecting, right? With the top. So maybe A11?
All right. A11, and then if white goes to connect through,
Oh. Um, no, that's not good. Because even if I go with A12, they're gonna go at C12, so.
yeah, this would be very sad.
Mm,
Um,
yeah. So
but
then.
you could Atari,
Ah,
and
okay.
then it gets a
Mm-hmm.
little. This would be very messy, but there
Mm-hmm.
might be some occasions where this is better. But this
Mm-hmm.
is like a co-fight, and then the game goes wild, and the
Mm-hmm.
crowds cheer. Um, but the
Hmm.
first move is to stop him. Uh, Kdar, are you a him or do you mind? What pronouns would you prefer? Just so I don't accidentally call you the wrong thing for the next 5 minutes.
Oh, she and her.
All right, and Kate. So Kdar is
Kedar, I'm not sure.
yeah. Um, because I just said when he plays here, and I don't want to
Ah,
accidentally
okay.
say the wrong thing. When white when white plays a10, how do you stop white from getting further into your territory? The first move is the key one.
So maybe something around B10?
Yes, the move on top.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it says like you can't hear well. I can
Oh,
talk a
really?
little bit more loudly. Yes, B10 is the first move, and if white is greedy, do you punish?
Mm, B9 or A8? I don't know. Or
I
A11?
we'll mark the two stones. The keystones are trying to
A
disconnect here.
A11?
Exactly. Just cut them off.
Mm-hmm.
And now white somehow has to live inside of this. It's not going to be pretty. All right. And if white draws back,
Yeah, no, it was A9, right?
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have white fight back the strongest way possible by cutting.
C9? B11?
C9. That gives up the stone. Successful trick by white.
So if I extend, but then 8, A8, but then they keep
If
coming
we
and
play A8, that yeah, it makes the sequence. This still works. It just you still need to find the key move now.
um, I guess still A7. Extend one more.
Keep on going.
No, this is bad. No, that doesn't
So
work, right?
if you keep
Yeah.
running, the problem is eventually white gets to jump ahead,
Uh-huh.
and then it's like a little net.
Oh,
But you can still play the key move and save everything. So how
it's
can we save the
horrible.
black stones?
Mm. Should I do something up there? That's why I put the triangle.
Right,
uh,
remember that's the whole picture is the connection between those two stones.
okay, then A12? No. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, maybe
A12 is the
A12.
key move.
Mm-hmm.
Atari, and white can't run
Mm-hmm.
because you just captured.
Right, right, right.
And
This,
so
yeah,
we can
it's
do
different.
that all the way back here. We can just play A12.
Ah,
White
okay.
can't connect, and so white has to capture.
Mm-hmm.
Atari, and now you've separated white.
Oh man,
So
this
this is
is so complicated.
if you want to, yeah, if you want to stop the monkey jump,
Uh-huh.
this, this is the right way of doing it, and you just have to be able to remember your main goal is to disconnect the white stones if they get too greedy. So
Mm-hmm.
every time white isn't connecting, you disconnect. So if
Mm-hmm.
white extends at one, you disconnect. If white cuts instead of connecting, you disconnect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is the secret of the monkey jump.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's
Tough.
luckily you'll see this played all of the time because it's one of the most common cool endgame moves that will happen. So
Mm-hmm.
you'll get lots of practice. There's a similar situation with throw in. This is a comment from the game. There is a similar situation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, they were mentioning throwing at 013 or something.
yeah, that
Or
was
T
earlier. Uh, right now we'll
Mm-hmm.
see see which one they're talking about. There are, I think there's an entire book called like How to Handle the Monkey Jump because there are some different
Mm-hmm.
variations and whatnot. But the attachment and block is the most common.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and if you absolutely are, you're too worried about the cut here, you
Mm-hmm.
can always just back down with a jump. And then they'll get to extend a little bit more into your area, but at least you don't have to worry about getting cut off.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same way. All right.
Mm.
I think the other thing he's pointing out is right here. You can capture some stones at T13. Do you see
Mm-hmm.
how how T13 captures anything?
T13. But then they can kill T13 with S13, right?
Yes, that's step one of the plan. And now,
Oh, okay. Now T15. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, okay. I see it now. Ah, okay.
and
All
so
right.
yeah, the term throw in is when you deliberately let the
Mm-hmm.
stone get captured so that you can
Mm-hmm.
come back and capture it again.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Right.
so that's the monkey jump. And the only space on the board where this connection is considered safe is when it's a second line to first line sort of
Mm-hmm.
connection.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere else on the board, like when it was in the middle with K5 and N6, right, it can be cut off and it's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But
The
the monkey
the
jump is
other
always on the first line, right?
yes, there is
Mm-hmm.
something called the reverse monkey jump,
Mm-hmm.
which is funny. Or it might even have a different name
Mm-hmm.
because everyone loves coming up with names for things.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back here just so you can show it. Um, if white had one more stone at A13, so it's an straight to the side of the board, then white can play the long knight's jump the other way, and it still connects. So it's
Mhm.
like a backwards monkey jump.
Okay, yeah, right. Okay, on the
So
second line. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so that's, I think I've heard that called the reverse monkey jump because it's going backwards.
Mm-hmm.
But usually it's always onto the first line. All right. The beginning here went very up here. This is all fine. Good job. Mike Sherman will be proud because your opponent played the fourth line approach and you said, I can take that. So very good.
Right.
Um, good here as well. Um, but this is where things started getting complicated for you. All right. This is fine. I actually thought your moves here were good,
Mm-hmm.
but there's some danger. And you hovered over, I think, the key point here, which was P3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was considering that, but I was like, okay, 12K, I don't think I can do that. Like, he's
There,
going to connect,
yeah, it's
or
important
they're
to
going to.
remember, even a 12K, even a 12 Don can't give their stone more liberties, right? Um, the player's strength doesn't change the capture races. And so if you can see this ladder
Mm-hmm.
here, it doesn't matter how strong your opponent is, you capture the stones in a ladder.
Mm-hmm.
So don't let ranks intimidate you from playing moves you think are good. It's better to see something, think it might work, try it, and then fail completely,
Mm-hmm.
than to not try it because your opponent has a better number next to their name. Um, the only downside here is that white will get to push you at 4, which can be very painful because
Mm-hmm.
it's facing the center. But I think capturing the 2 stones would be also fine. Once you connect here, or once you extend, you you sort of have to keep extending
Mm-hmm.
until white gets tired of pushing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And if this happens, what's going on the board?
Wow.
Well, you're
Okay.
getting a lot of territory on the right hand side,
Mm-hmm.
and white is building up a lot of power towards the center,
Mm-hmm.
hoping to capture your 2 stones probably.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know if I were white, I might even play this way just because I want to be able to capture your 2 stones without trying. And
Mm-hmm.
so I could calmly play a move like 10 and say, yep, your stones are dead. Don't even try and save them. And then the game gets complicated when you try to save them. But this is a lot of territory on the right hand side.
Mm-hmm.
And it's even more because at some point, white might have to come back and save because that cut still exists. It's not going to go anywhere until white gets rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so usually it's okay to just keep extending. It puts the pressure on your opponent to decide when to stop because you're always ahead of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, 3 is ahead of 2, 5 is ahead of 4, 7 is ahead of 6. You're fine. Um, and so here, this is so painful inside. Have you heard the saying "turn or hane at the head of 2 stones"?
Yes.
Is that a proverb you've heard before?
Yes, I've heard that before, yes.
So if we look at this shape here, we've got 2 stones and white played a hane, and we have 2 stones and white played a hane, and we have 2 stones and white played a hane. That's like 3 good moves against your stones,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this is incredibly painful because of the shape. the shape of these hanes around your stones.
Mhm.
I'd be feeling very, very cramped.
Mhm.
This is not fun.
Mhm.
And when you play here, if white wanted to, white could just cut right away, but then there's reading involved. Maybe here and here. But there's always going to be that cutting weakness that you have to watch out for. This is the danger with all of these hanes, is that this cut is very, very powerful. This cut is very, very powerful too. And so, have you, if you want, you can just say, you know what, I'm going to take a move off, I'm going to defend,
Mhm.
and at least now I don't have to worry about my stones getting captured because this defends the big weakness from the hanes. Then I
Mhm.
will probably defend or maybe push one more time. In the game, you got um, because this cutting point now, that's one, two, three hanes. You know, this shape is too. There's too much going on for black to save everything.
Mhm.
Um, so if you connect here, white gets to capture your corner,
Mhm.
and if you try and capture the stone, like happened in the game, then uh, you get cut off. And if you back down like this, now you're not going to be able to cut through anymore because white's got the corner. So it's just a very painful shape. And so if we want to take one sort of shape lesson away from the beginning,
Mhm.
always always keep extending. Right? If your opponent wants to, this as long as as long as you're not on the second line, this is considered good.
Mhm.
Um, if you're on the third line and your opponent gets the fourth line, that's considered even. If you're on the fourth line and your opponent's on the fifth line, that's a lot of territory. If you're on the fifth line and your opponent's on the sixth line, that's a lot of territory. And so you can just
Okay.
keep going, and then eventually,
Mhm.
maybe White says, "Yeah, I get to capture your stones," and you're like, "You got it." Um, right? And even if you just give them away, you're probably still winning this game. I'd be interested to see. Yeah, Black is winning by 33, 33 points according to the quick score
Uh-huh.
estimate, just because this is
Decide.
gigantic.
Uh-huh.
Um, and so don't let your opponent Hane, and that means sometimes you just keep
Mhm.
extending.
Mhm. Mhm.
Maybe there will
Yeah,
be a
yeah.
better move, but the extension is almost never a bad move.
Mhm.
Um,
Right.
and usually what would happen here is that white would come back to defend, and then you can play some sort of move like three like you wanted to play.
Mhm. Right, right. Yeah, definitely I've been made aware of this before too, but looks like I tend to forget when I play that I should
That
extend one. Yeah.
this is one benefit, as I was talked about earlier, of the smaller boards, is that you get
Mhm.
to see these close contact shapes because the entire game is the close contact fight,
Mhm.
and so you get really used to it just because of the repetition. I'm gonna go one more because it happened again. So we'll
Mhm.
take a look here just to review. So um, right now, what are two good moves for black?
I think what I did, I was going to P14, right?
Yep, and that's one of them. That's the keeping out ahead.
Mm.
Do you remember the other possible move for black here?
Oh, this one, the R14?
R14. R14 would be a little slow
Mhm.
because your opponent will get to play here and then connect. And now white's wrapping around the black stones.
Mhm.
So we can. We can be even worse.
Just cutting?
Yeah, cutting at
P7.
P17
Uh-huh.
because then you get to capture the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you extend, now white stopped pushing, so now you just get to cut. This is the best of
Mm-hmm.
everything for black.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
These three stones don't know what they're doing. This stone is very confused.
Mm-hmm.
And so white was trying to trick you because white has to trick you in handicap games, otherwise it's too hard to win.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so if Kdar is still listening, good job Kdar for finding that way of getting it done. But here, going back to that basic idea of trying to connect your stones and disconnect your opponents, can you find the best move to try and connect these two stones together?
P12?
Yeah, this has to be the right move in this kind of position. Um, just because no other move works to connect it. If you
Mm-hmm.
kick, you're definitely disconnected, and then
Mm.
white gets to make a wall through you. And your move was close. It's an attachment, but white could just cut you off this way.
Mm-hmm.
And so you'll see this
Yeah.
shape a lot where you've got your stones are one line apart from each other with three spaces in between.
Mm-hmm.
And if your opponent plays on the lower side, you play on top of them. And if he plays on the upper side, you play below them.
Mm-hmm.
Almost every time.
I think here I
Um,
just didn't think of these like top group and bottom group as like trying to connect. I just thought, okay, this bottom group, I wanna like extend it and then something will happen here with the top part. But I didn't think of these two stones as being like important, the ones you put a triangle. So I guess that was the problem there. I just saw them as separate somehow.
you're zoomed in on the fight, each
Yeah.
fight.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Haley Lee, a professional from Korea who started doing some American Pro things and then moved on with her life, described being a child in a go camp
Mm-hmm.
and always staring closely at the board, reading out complicated corner life and death fights. I think
Mm-hmm.
Janice Kim had a similar story as well. And at some point, the teacher had to tell them to sit up straight in the chair, not because good posture is important, but because
Mm-hmm.
if you're sitting up straight in the chair, you have to see the whole board. But if you have
Right.
your nose right over it, you can zoom in on the small area.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but this idea of connecting um, is probably the most important one for avoiding these sort of game-ending mistakes that happen so often in the double-digit Q level.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't get disconnected, oftentimes your opponent doesn't know how to play. They don't know how to win. But if
Mm-hmm.
you get disconnected, now it's a fight, and this player who can read a little bit better wins. So just sort of zoom out there. If a move is good, it's going to be this one
Mm-hmm.
or this one.
Mm-hmm.
And then this fight, it's a similar idea here, actually. If you can, you want to cut.
Mm-hmm.
And then no matter what happens, you'll be okay. Because either you'll get to connect on top of the white stones, or white will decide to fight back, and then you get to capture the stone below. When you pull back first, this shape is the saddest shape in the game of Go.
Mm-hmm.
Um, have you has anyone told you about this shape here?
You mean the white? The three white stones
The
or?
the white spike sticking through the two black
Ah,
stones.
okay. Not sure.
This is the
Does it have a name?
Romeo and Juliet shape.
Okay. All right.
R12 is Romeo and Q10 is Juliet, and they're never going to see each other again now
Uh-huh.
because
Oh,
White
okay.
has stood right
What
between them.
is coming
So
between?
they're
Okay.
separated lovers. They're very sad. The most tragic shape and go.
Uh-huh.
And that's at least this way you're
Mm-hmm.
both cutting each other. So these
Mm-hmm.
two are cut off and these two are cut off.
Mm-hmm.
But in the Romeo and Juliet shape, White's connected,
Mm-hmm.
and the two black stones will never see each other again.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is the number one shape to try and avoid making.
Mm-hmm.
When you think connect your stones.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it loses you the game, cut instead, just to get in the habit of looking for those connections.
Mm-hmm.
So this is painful. Another Hane at the head of two stones. White's good at getting those moves in. And all right. Hmm. I don't. This can be very. I don't know if I want to go too complicated. If that's okay. The short version is that this way, these stones are now sad because you've sort of pushed White into a place where White can try and capture them.
Mm-hmm.
And so the best thing to do is block. Always block your opponent on the second line because of that capture, and then just defend. And that way, you're not helping your opponent's attack. Um, Whereas with this, you're sort of helping your opponent attack your two stones.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then here we've got the Rome. Well, almost. This would be the Romeo and Juliet shape, where
Mm-hmm.
White's driven a spike between those two stones, or the other way, where White's driven a spike between these two stones. So the M15 move is one of my favorite moves in the game. When it works, it's a brilliant and fun, surprising move, but most of the time it's bad because both of the responses are usually good for your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Then after this, let's see. Good. Uh, and there we've got our monkey jump. We caught up to the monkey jump.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all right, good. So here, black is probably winning, would be my guess. Someone mentioned that in the chat. I think someone came in and said, "Good move,"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um, because now you've got such potential in the center because these stones are so weak. And
Mm-hmm.
so the center is looking very, very much like you should be getting points there. You've got some points in the top. You've definitely got points on the left. And um, you've these two stones are still sort of making White's bottom area very small. White can't get a big territory on the bottom edge. So you're doing very well so far. Um, even with that monkey jump confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, yep, yep. All right. Um, this might be we'll go back to the monkey jump, we'll go back to the Hanes. This might be the last main idea. Is there a move that captures these four white stones with one move? Like one point you can play like a ladder or a net that captures these four stones.
Mm. Is it around L12?
All right, L12. So we put a stone at L12 right now. White's probably going to split these two off and fight. And now your L12 stone is very weak because it's almost completely surrounded.
Okay, L13.
L13. So the Hane is a stronger way to attack. And White's still going to be able to run. And if we zoom out, this isn't really connected, but we can see that if White keeps running in this direction, White's got a friend over here. And if White runs in this direction, White's got a friend over here. And so if we wanted to have a chance of killing these white stones, we need to somehow cut off both of these ways for White to run. Because if we play a move on this side, then White will run down towards the bottom. And if we play a move on this side, then White will just run towards the friend on the side. So with that sort of zoomed out view, these four stones are going to be very hard to just capture. And that means you don't want to play near them. Because if they're weak right now, and you start playing moves near them like this, they get stronger. This is what happened in the game. And now, White connects out. The best thing to do when you're safe on this side, all set, and you're safe on this side, all right, is to expand your position on the outside of it. Because if White decides to, play over here, maybe this kind of thing happens. Now you've managed to cut White off from this group of allies. And if it happens on another side, we'll play just one bad White move there, just to show. If it happens on the other side, now you've completely cut White off. Now you have a chance of killing these stones because they don't have anywhere to run. Well, maybe you just would play in the middle and say, you can't run anywhere, I'm going to kill you. But that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen very easily. And so the goal is to play moves that help you and also sort of threaten to surround them in that very zoomed out big picture way. Maybe, if you played like this or something. On this side, you might be able to get those moves, and White might not realize what you're trying to do. And then you can get a move on the side, and then you can start attacking. But it's sort of one of the sad rules about Go is that you can't really capture your opponents in Go very easily. It's easier to escape than it is to capture. Right? Every liberty you take, they gain 2 liberties running. And that's just the way the game works. And so this kind of fight, unless you can capture it, isn't going to accomplish very much except to help your opponent get extra moves somewhere. Now you can see White's got extra moves in the center. That's going to make it easier to run this way or easier to run this way. Good, Hane? Yeah. And so we can see White started running this way, you blocked White, so White started running this way, and now White's connected to his friends. And if we, try and figure out what did we get from it, we got a couple of points up here, so that's a plus. Because in this running fight, we got these moves, which we didn't have before. But White got a couple of stones down here. And that means that now there's not really any points left in the middle. So even now, I would guess that White's probably, close to winning, if not winning. because as if white manages to capture these two black stones, that's definitely game. There we go. And this was the end of the fighting. The rest of this was sort of endgame until the exciting life and death position on the bottom. Yeah.
Mm.
I guess this is a fun question. The answer is not important. How many points do you think black playing d2 would be worth if you had to just guess a random number? 2 points, 10 points, 50 points?
Mm. 3?
Oop. I'm sorry, I did not hear.
Maybe 3? I'm not
Maybe
sure.
3?
Mm-hmm.
We'll count it just to see. To have white connect, and we'll even have black connect. All right. So this would be, assuming that white decides to play again here. This would be our sort of expected results on the bottom now. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. So you mean all the black area on the right or the extra points that you get by it? Oh, sorry, on the left. You mean all the left black area? How many
We're
points or?
we're going to make a little box because we don't want to count a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to make a little box that's just this big.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine it's a very small board. Black's got, let's call it 7 points on the bottom left corner. White's got 9 points on the bottom edge.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we could say that this is, White's winning by 2 points in that little mini game on the bottom side.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to go back and we're going to have White play here first, which is what happened in the game, right? And now this happens.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to draw the same mini
Yeah.
box.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so it was White was winning by 2 in this local little game. Now Black has 4, and White's got 14.
That doesn't sound good.
So that one move, even with this not best endgame, the endgame could be played better by both sides. It's 8 points
Mm-hmm.
just for one move on the third line, the second line in the endgame. And so if we imagine, well, what if White gets to, I mean, what even would be the scariest thing? Cut here. That's not going to be 8 points.
Mm-hmm.
And so at the end of the game, the moves in the middle are usually a lot smaller than the moves on the second line. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, this might be worth about 3. This might be worth about 3 points, right? It's about these 3.
Mm-hmm.
Does Black have to play moves there? Or does White play moves there? This one is like 8 points or more. That's just little endgame things. Then we've got this monkey jump, and good. And then the decisive moment. You can take a look. There's a little discussion in the chat on Twitch
Mm-hmm.
about vital points here. I liked this attempt,
Mm-hmm.
and White was a little kind, I think. White didn't need to play this move. Probably
Uh-huh.
should have tried to stop you from getting eyes on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you get a free move at 2, but I don't think it's enough. But with this, perfect. Expand as much as you can. Um, and here, K1 and J1 are both good-looking moves. Trying to think if there's any reason why one wouldn't work here. Yeah. So K1 is fine. There are some times where it doesn't quite work, but this board position is fine. And here you've got a couple of moves that live. Um, in fact, the first thing to check would be, do you even need to play at all? And I think the answer to that one is yes, um, because this would be very sad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that doesn't work. Let's see. So this is a co-fight. So you probably do need to play play something here. Um, but you could play this, and this would be alive, and then you'd end up with. Let's see, does that live? That might not even live. There we go. Yeah, so you would end up with 3 points inside if you play this way. Um, if you play here, you'll end up with 3 points inside. And if you play here, you only end up with 2 points inside.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a comment saying there's a better way of living than H1, but H1 lives.
Uh-huh.
It's just you lose 1 point
Mm.
compared to what you could have got. But living here is quite good. And after this, the only other the only other thing interesting for the end game would be how big is T18, and that's another one where we could count what happens both ways. Um, so here, White would have hello, soul of departure. Join the lobby.
Oh, he's here
So
too.
here, White, yeah, and deafens. So here, White's got 5 points plus this co thing on the top, and
Mm-hmm.
black should have the stones here. But we'll call this 5-2. Just again, keep the counting small. 5-2.
Mm-hmm.
And when White gets to play here, again, not the best possible end game, but now Black has 0 and White's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is like a 6 point difference. So even this first line move is surprisingly large when it gets to this part of the end of the game. So I think that's the last interesting thing there is. The rest of this is just filling in Dame points, right? Yeah. So um,
Lots of things to take away.
yeah, we'll go quick. We'll go back here just once. One more monkey jump. What is the key point for blocking White from getting further in?
Wait, it didn't move back.
Oh, let's try this. Yeah, I think it's the
Oh.
shifting that it
Mm-hmm.
didn't like. There we go.
Mm-hmm. And here we wanted to go to T13.
Not right away, because this leads to a co-fight.
Mm-hmm.
So the first move,
S14?
yep, whack it on the head. And if White tries to be greedy, how do you punish?
Then it was T13.
Exactly. And if
Mm-hmm.
White does it properly, how do you stop White from getting further in?
T15?
Yep. And if White tries to avoid connecting and plays S15, how can you punish strongly?
The S12? No. 12?
S12 is a helping move. It helps White connect. You're in the
Oh.
right You've got the right idea.
T12.
Yes, Atari,
Mm-hmm.
capture, Atari, and then connect. All right, so that's something where it will happen enough that, if you if you think about it every time it shows up in a game, you might
Mm-hmm.
realize this happens 3 or 4 times every game.
Mm-hmm.
Then second thing, just to check here, what should black keep doing?
P7. Keep moving.
Yep, keep extending.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just if white ever fixes, you're fine, and if white keeps pushing,
Mm-hmm.
hey, you're 30 points ahead. Good
Mm-hmm.
job. And then the last basic idea here was this: where should black, what should black be
Mm-hmm.
thinking about when white plays Q12?
P12.
Yeah, can I connect my stones?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then the rest is trivia. Feel free
Mm-hmm.
to forget everything else but those three things.
Okay. Whew, this was tiring though. Yeah,
Yeah,
but it
it's a
was
little.
interesting. Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for giving me, the opportunity, and good luck
All
um,
right. Thank you so
in
much.
your Go journey.
Thank you. You too. Thank you.
Have a good
See you
afternoon.
around. Bye. And Departure, did you want to say something too? I don't think my brain can take any more comments though. I need to reboot with some curry. All right. Well, this was fun. I think I should do this more. I think I should do like once a week, have like reviews from you guys. Which pick? I was going to wrap up and but if you want, you can leave me a comment review or something like that, and then I can check it later. Oh, you love anime? Thank you. So this is my avatar actually. Okay. Woo! Hello, hello. Thank you for following. Thank you. D man 111. I think I will do this more often, but next weekend I'm going to a spa. Lucky. I'm going to a spa. So probably not next weekend, but tomorrow I might stream again, depending on my mood. So we could do something like this tomorrow. Or Mikito said that he wants to do more reviews. 111 is your age? Nice. And so I'm thinking of asking him if he wants to do another review, maybe around the 11th or something like that. I need to check my calendar because mostly I'm here in the weekends. So, yeah, that could be nice to have like some reviews once a week. Maybe I could learn something from it. Yeah. All right. So this will wrap it up, I think, and then I will check. I saw Buckeden's comment that he thought I was an alpha male. I saw your comment, but I was focusing too much on I actually listening to the comment to understand how to play better. Oh, thank you. Olo Illy, thank you for the follow. Okay, two more, and we can do a marathon soon. Pretty soon. But now let's see who we can raid. Who is streaming right now? In the Go category, not many people. Hmm. Do you guys want to go to Japan with Nami? In real life Japan cold outside walking stream. That could be good. Thank you, DD man. Guide the raid. Okay, chess bra. Okay. Chess bra. Thank you. Thank you for giving me a suggestion. Let's see. Chess bra. This person is playing chess, I assume, right now. Let's go and raid. Raid. Chess Bro. Chess Bro. Ooh, 600 people are watching. I don't think they need my support, but yeah. Okay, let's get the raid to Chess Bro, and see you next time. Bye bye. Thank you.